host of the Looking and Feeling Your Best at Any Age channel on YouTube. Just stopping by with what I hope will be a very quick video. I just got back home from a girl, not girls, but a girl weekend trip after I helped get my son to Boston. On his way to college. He had to go back a little early to help with recruiting efforts, and also since he totaled his car about 8 weeks ago, maybe like 6 to 8 weeks ago, avoiding a deer. Praise the Lord, he's okay, but the car is totaled because the airbag's deployed. So he needed to get a hand-me-down vehicle that hasn't really driven, hours at a time. And so, one parent needed to be with him, or at least another person needed to be with him in case something, went down. Praise the Lord, the car worked well, but it took us almost 12 hours to get to Boston. And it should not be 12 hours to get to Boston from the DC area. It should have only taken 8. But wind, rain, fog, traffic, it was crazy. But the great thing is he dropped me off in Boston and he kept getting up. And I had a wonderful weekend at the Fairmont, I think it's the Fairmont Copley Square, or whatever it's called, but it's the Fairmont at Copley, I think, but it's in Boston, and it was absolutely wonderful. I had a great time, and I just picked it because I've known the Fairmont brand, over a couple of years and had good experiences, and so I said, hey, let's live a little, let's take a chance, because that was one of my Christmas gifts that my husband said, just get away and just go by yourself, work on whatever you want to work on. So this was a perfect opportunity. So what was I going to say? So I wound up, it was really great because a Marshall's was less than 4 blocks away from the hotel. And even though on the trip up, I thought I'd stop at a Marshall's to return some of those tights that I went crazy buying. I think week before last I might have shown you a video of that, and so I wound up with some great stuff. So I'm going to do an outfit of the day and share some of the great stuff that I got at great prices at Marshall's. So let's do that first before I forget, and then I'll do the outfit of the day. More in line with what I typically wear. I found a skirt by Cynthia Rowley, in case I don't share the video that I did at the hotel because the lighting was so suspect. Who knew? Carolyn Gray will wear a long skirt, and I'm sure you can't tell that it has kind of like metallic dots on it. And so with a bodysuit, a turtleneck bodysuit, oh my goodness, it was awesome. And I could probably get away with it, with these boots, as well as, I don't know, like a bunch of, big jewelry or whatever. In fact, I think I might be building the outfit, but because it is kind of metallic, I'll probably do silver jewelry as opposed to gold jewelry like I'm wearing right now. But guess what? This was a whopping $12, if you can believe that. And so I was like sold. At first I thought it was too long. It might not be flattering, but it looks absolutely wonderful. So I had to do it. And then, now this, I probably didn't have to do it, but I don't wear sweats. I wear yoga pants, but not sweats. And so, jokingly, I was telling a friend years ago, I think I might have said the only way I wear sweats if they had rhinestones on them. Well, lo and behold, in this Marshall's, there are rhinestones on, multiple pairs of sweatpants in varying sizes. And so I said, well, let me just try a pair on just for the fun of it, because they were like $29. And there's a price there. So I tried them on. I tried on at least 3 pairs actually, because I was like not sure, which size would fit me. Needless to say, since I'm not hippie or buddy, if you want to call it, I had like one of the smaller pairs that they had, and so tried them on. They look pretty good. When I figure out what I'm going to do with these, and if I don't take them back, I'll show you an innovative way that I'll try to hook them up where they're still casual, but I'll add my little, Carolyn Gray swag to it, as the young people would say. So I'm thinking I can wear like maybe my Nike Dunks or maybe my combat boots, and I don't know, put some sort of bling tank top with it. I really don't know, but I'm going to do something, where it's still appropriate for a woman of my mature years, but it's still kind of cool and funky. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I got a chance to go down Newberry Avenue, which I hear is very upscale. It had a lot of nice boutiques, and if it had been above 20 degrees, I probably would have stopped in some of them, but I just kept walking until I got to the end of the street. Of course, TJ Maxx would be at the very end, so I go down there. I don't find any clothes for myself, and I don't need any clothes for myself or shoes. Actually, that store was less than what I would find here at home. So, you know, I was kind of disappointed, but what they did have was a large selection of True Religion, and my oldest son likes True Religion. So needless to say, I took a picture of a white and a black True Religion shirt, which he was like, get it, you know, and so next thing you know, I bought it, but fortunately, it was $24.99, and if you're familiar with True Religion, you know that they can you know, really be overpriced, where I wouldn't be interested in ever buying it. I was just checking the size, making sure I didn't get the wrong size for him, but it is good. The only thing that I got for myself though were things that, well, one, I highly recommend. This is something that I use in the shower on my feet, and it keeps your feet from being crusty. It's a Pedi Scrub foot buffer. I'm reading it on the back, and they say it gives you 20 plus washes, and I can attest to that. It lasts a pretty long time. It has, it's a foot scrubber. You use it on your heels, you know, underneath your toes, and let's see, it's called a spongeable, like supposedly a spa for your feet. It has glycerin, olive oil, shea butter, and eucalyptus extract. So it says that it cleanses, exfoliates, massages, and moisturizes. I would say that that is true, and I think, oh wow, I don't see, oh yeah, it was $3.99, so well worth it. I've seen these in Marshalls and TJ Maxx, as well as Ross, I think. So they come in different scents, you know, so it might be pink or it might be blue or something, but I actually love these. And so when I switch from, you know, regular shoes to flip-flops or something, I don't have the condition that some of my other friends might have, where like the back of the heel might look like it's in need of some treatment. And I'm not a big fan of pedicures. You know, they're overpriced and it feels like a time waste. You know, so in some respects, my husband says I'm like a guy, because I just don't want to go get a manicure. I don't want to go get a pedicure. I'd rather spend the money at Marshalls building my wardrobe. But speaking of Marshalls, no, TJ Maxx, I found this, because a lot of times when I go to hotels, I don't want to travel with a pillow or one of my home pillowcases. So I found a satin pillowcase that claims that it moisturizes and smooths wrinkles. It's by Revive. It was $5.99, and so instead of using the cotton towel at the hotel, you know, on the pillow, I thought that I would just put this in my travel bag so that I have that when I'm headed out. So with all of that said, see, I didn't do too badly. I don't think I even spent more than $100 in terms of buying clothes in Boston. So it was a very affordable weekend, and with the help of AAA, the Fairmont at Copley Square, or whatever it's called. Just look up Fairmont and Copley. I was saying Copley. It's really Copley. And it's near the Prudential Center that has like a lot of upscale stores that I just walked on by. You know, Ferragamo, Jimmy Choo, Christian Louboutin. I just passed all of those, and I went straight to Legal Seafood to have the popcorn shrimp that I really, really love. Try that if you get a chance. And then, so speaking of my outfit of the day, I don't know what is this thing I have with faux fur, but I just love it. And as I've mentioned before, I have delusions of grandeur, and so faux fur speaks to me, especially when it's on sale. Like this was from White House Black Market about 3 or 4 years ago for $180. And I was like, heck no, we won't go. However, I wound up in the store and they were saying 50% off of full price items. So I was like, $90, maybe. But then they gave me extra 5% off because I'm one of their, I guess, rewards member. I forget what they call it. Cashier used to call it a black card, but whatever White House Black Market calls it, you get $5 off of your purchases. So I wound up getting this for, you know, probably around $80 after you spent tax. So I could live with that. So I love to wear this. You obviously need to wear it with like long sleeves, but I like it with a turtleneck during the winter because like it's in the 40s now, so I could get away with wearing this with no coat, especially being, you know, middle-aged and prone to the occasional hot flash now. So anyway, so I decided to wear that with Ralph Lauren turtleneck that I got from Marshall's for like about $24.99, I think. So I have a whole bunch of these in black, cream, white, and I just happened to pair that with a necklace that I got as a gift from my goddaughters. So I'm thinking it wasn't terribly expensive, but like that's a neat thing about statement pieces. They don't really have to be expensive. They just need to be distinctive and, you know, kind of bold and, you know, representative of your personality. And so my sister-in-law didn't think I would like this, but I said I can make this work. And so I, you know, just said I'd do like a black and gold theme. And then so I paired that with some hoop earrings that I got from Nordstrom Rack by Natasha, and I think they were probably less than $20 on sale, which is neat because you could go into the Nordstrom store any day and find things by Natasha and they'll be overpriced. Or you could also go to Saks Fifth Avenue, and I think they might carry Natasha because I know I saw it at the Saks Fifth Avenue off 5th. So, so the earrings are affordable in White House Black Market. One of my sons, so obviously that's not very expensive. So because, you know, he's young, he doesn't, you know, have a full-time job, so I know that it's not expensive, but I like it because it looks expensive, and I love to wear things that my kids give me, you know, and so that's what I'm doing. So I'm truly looking upscale on a budget right about now. But anyway, so the pants, I got these from White House Black Market, the outlet store though, and they were like original, like in the 60s or whatever, but like after they did all of their little, you know, reductions, and they had a special, I think I got them for less than 20 bucks. And so I said, okay, this is great, but sometimes you have to overlook, you know, problems with things in order to make it look work. In my mind, I could envision wearing them with high boots during the fall and winter months, and even the, you know, early spring. But the problem is, even though I'm only 5'7½", a lot of the things that, you know, should be ankle length or like even regular length, they hit me right about here. So if I take this off, this is gonna look so bad. I look like, you know, the Jolly Black Giant or something instead of a Jolly Green Giant. So these are not wearable during any other season for me. Like if they were going to be like, you know, anklets, they would be maybe a little bit lower, but I can't get away with them with anything other than a boot. But for about $15, I said sold. And I didn't even worry about it. Didn't think twice, grabbed it. Normally you'd probably wear a belt to you know, make it fit better, but if you're going to put it under any kind of jacket that has a belt, it'll make you look bulky. So I don't do belts under vests, you know, because I don't want to look any bulkier. I don't know about you, but I'm trying to look as slim as possible. And so then, you know, like make sure your belt is flat. Is it flat? Is it going to be flat? Yeah, there we go. Make sure it's flat. And I don't do it right down the middle because it seems to, you know, just look, I don't know, just kind of weird, especially when the, you know, when the sash might go between your legs or something. But I think it makes you look better if you kind of put it off to the side and let it hang. And I don't know if I'm doing it well because I'm sweating now and, you know, and I'm trying to do it while talking to you. But anyway, so that's my outfit of the day. Oh, and the turtleneck, these Ralph Lauren turtlenecks, they are very loose around the neck and it's not cute. See that? So that's loose. So what I do to perfect my turtleneck swag, I like pull it back and lay it over to the side and no one can tell, especially if your hair is down a little and if you have on some sort of vest, but I have to keep it, you know, from getting into my kitchen. For you black ladies, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, and then I lay it as flat as it can be. Oh, gee whiz, I'm sweating like crazy now. So anyway, so there you go. My outfit of the day, no coat needed. Oh, I forgot the shoes. Those are my Coach boots that I got for my anniversary. Probably about, I don't know, 5, 6 years ago. But I keep wearing them because I really love them, you know. And they're actually pretty comfortable unless you're walking, you know, blocks and blocks on uneven pavement like I did in Boston. But they were very warm. So get a pair of tall boots, not necessarily Coach, but get you a pair of tall boots if you want to rock looks like this. But that's all I got. Sorry for talking so long and for panicking as I'm sweating, but gotta run. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel, and I look forward to hearing your comments, your thoughts, and hopefully this inspired somebody out there. Also, if you haven't already, check out the blog on my website, which is www.yourbestatanyaage.com, and you can see, a number of posts that I have out there, as well as to find out my story if you don't already know. But until then, have a good one. Take care. Bye.